Hello YouTubers, this is bw22. It is January 30, 2011 at 1:40 in the AM. Just wanted to put out a quick video. Gonna have a busy day tomorrow, so I wanted to kind of get this out of the way. So real quick, let's do a prayer, shall we? Father God, we come before you and ask you that you be with us in this study of your word, and that your power and your glory be known in this, Lord Jesus, and that men or women, whoever are watching us, be blessed by this teaching. And we pray this in your name, Lord Jesus. Amen. Okay, we're in Ephesians chapter 5, talking about what an Ephesians 5 man is and should be and is commanded to be by God. So I'm in the New King James Version, just to let you know. So read along with me if you want. Beginning of verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her, that he might sanctify and cleanse her with the washing of water by the word, that he might present her to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she should be holy and without blemish. So husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself, for no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as the Lord does the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother, and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. Nevertheless, let each one of you in particular so love his own wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. What does this all mean? To us husbands, this is the first thing. We are commanded to love our wives, meaning we have to choose to love. Love isn't only an emotion. Okay? What I mean is that you should not say, well, I guess I don't love that anymore because I just don't have the butterflies in the stomach still. We take love and it can mean anything. You can be eating an apple and say, I really love this apple. Well, once you're done with it, what do? You throw in the trash. You see what I'm getting at? Love means this. When you think of someone higher than yourself, and that love needs to first go to God. And if you put God truly first in your life, you'll love everything else properly. And you'll have love for the right things, for the pure things. And when it comes to your wives, you need to choose to love her by not just saying it, but by doing it. What do you mean? Yeah, women want to hear I love you, but they want to see I love you. See means what they see you do. That you're a man that is not afraid to do the dishes. You're a man who's not afraid to run a vacuum for her. What I mean is that everyone in the house can clean. It's not just woman's work. It's your work too. You live there too. And it's not going to hurt you to run a vacuum. If your wife says, hey babe, can you run the vacuum for me real quick? Yeah, sure. If your wife's saying, I'm changing diapers, can you get the washing machine just went off? Can you put it in the dryer? Can you fold the clothes? Yeah, I can do that. Stuff like that. Love actions. You know, somebody says love languages, and sometimes the love language is what you do. Okay, we are to love our wives as ourselves. Our wife is an extension of ourselves. She's a gift. She's a blessing from the Lord. As it says here that husbands love your wives just as Christ loved the church. That's a command. We are commanded. So what is a command? A command is an order to do something, to fulfill an obligation. We are obligated by God to love our wives. Okay? And he might sanctify and cleanse her with the washing of water by the word. Well, how do we? By loving her. Building her up. You know, tearing down the wrong things, but in a loving way, and to build her up. You know, we don't trash her, but we build her up. We praise her, we love her, I'm going to say this right now. I am praying to God to one day soon be a husband. I want to be a husband. I want to have children and all these things. And I'm going to be honest. I hope the Lord blesses me with a woman willing to be a stay-at-home wife and mother. I want my kids to know the Lord. And they're going to know the Lord at home, but I'm afraid to send them to public school because they're taking God out of everything. But, you know, In a couple states, I believe here in Virginia, they want to re-implement the moment of silence before school starts. And these atheists like, oh, how, no, don't do that. Separating church and state, you're bringing God back into it. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they do. You know, but I want my kids to know the Lord, and I hope the Lord bless me with a woman willing to homeschool, or at least a woman willing to be a stay-at-home wife. I am not against a woman going out there working, but I definitely hope the Lord blesses me with a woman willing to be a stay-at-home wife and mother. And I'm going to say right now to you ladies, you are warriors. Thank you for what you do at home. You have multiple jobs. You're a cook, you're a maid, you're a babysitter, you're a teacher, all these things, a counselor, a nurse, all these things. And your husbands need to thank you more often for those things, and be so appreciative of what you do. You need to see yourself as God sees you, as a blessing, as a treasure. Read Proverbs 31:10 all the way through. Okay? Oh, Proverbs 31 all the way through. Okay, begin with verse 10. Verse 10 says, a woman's worth is far above rubies. What does that mean? That what you bring to the table, what you bring to a man's life as his wife and the mother of his children, it's more valuable than the most precious of gems. Okay, you are a treasure from God's treasure chest, and your husband is to see you that way. It says in that proverb that often a man's reputation is known because of what his wife is. People say that's the wife of so and so. Look, she's beautiful, she's always smiling, and they look at the husband and say he must be doing his job at home. Some of his reputation comes from his wife. The Bible says the man sits among the elders of the city, and that's because of his reputation, but also because of what his wife does. You are a great blessing, and I thank you for what you do. And I hope that God blesses me with a woman like that. I'm seeking a woman like that, who's first seeking Him, because I want a woman who loves God more than me. Because I'm going to love God more than I will love her, and because of that, we will truly love each other. Because I'm going to ask God every day, I'm going to say, I want to love this woman to the end of me, and tap into the love of God for her to take me beyond that. I want to ask God to make me every day an Ephesians 5 man. I want that responsibility. I want it. Because I want to have a ring on my finger. I want to be married. I want to look at the same woman every day and say, thank you, God, for this woman. Thank you every day. Thank you for this woman. Thank you for these children. Thank you for these blessings. That's what I want. Ladies, you need to see yourself as that. You need to see yourself as a treasure and not trash. Okay? You are not to be trashed. You are to be treasured. You are to be nurtured. You are to be. It goes beyond words. Your husband needs to be so appreciative of you. Okay? So, and wife, you need to be asking God to help you seek a man like this. You need to say, God, bring me an Ephesians 5 man. Bring me an Ephesians 5 man. Please, Lord. Please, God. And God's going to say, well, you also need to see yourself as a Proverbs 31 woman, and a Titus 2 woman. You need to see yourself as that. Right here it says, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. That is a reference to the Genesis scripture. Let's go to that right now real quick. I've got a few minutes. Some of these videos are going to be split into two, but I'm going to see if I can get this one in on this video. Talking about, here it is, talking about the marriage, okay? Genesis chapter 2 verse, actually let's go, verse 24 real quick says, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Gentlemen, there'll be no other person. Your wife is going to be the closest person you are. That is going to be your best friend, your confidant, your lover, everything. Okay? She is to be your, after God, she is to be your everything, okay? And the thing is, Adam he said the first wedding vow. When God brought Eve, it says the woman to Adam, Adam said this. And that's actually how we get the premise for the wedding. God escorted his daughter, so to speak, down the aisle and gave her to this man. He said, and this is Adam speaking, "This is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man." He was saying by this that he understood that she was of him from the Lord. That she was so close, it would have been one thing if God also created out of the dirt, but he wanted Adam to recognize, because Adam knew that this was from the rib. He wanted to recognize that she is an extension of himself. He is to nurture and protect her as he does himself. As he nourishes himself and cares for himself, he needs to do so for the wife. And to be honest with you, do it better for her. Love her more. To think of, to say, I want to love her more than I love myself, because I love you, God, first and foremost, and she is from you, God. She is an extension of myself, but you did this. You brought her to me. I thank you for it. I want to appreciate her. I want to thank her for what she is. I want to thank you for giving me this woman. You need to see yourself as a gift and a blessing. Don't be arrogant about it, but you need to say, look, God's telling me I have to settle, so why should I? I need a man who's going to say to me, I want to be every day for you, an Ephesians 5 man. And you need to know what that means. Not only that, like I said, men need to know what it means. We need to know what a Proverbs 31 woman. We need to know exactly what God expects and commands us from us in all aspects of life, but especially in this one. Because marriage is being trashed. Look at Hollywood. Marriages are now like fashion. They're like shoes. Well, I liked these shoes at one point. They were comfortable for a while, but now they're old, they're dirty, and they stink, and I don't like them anymore. I'm just going to throw them away and buy a new pair. Marriage isn't like that. You don't wear it out. You don't wear it for a while, and if you don't like it anymore, you throw it away. It doesn't work like that. Now, yes, there are certain grounds that even God himself gives for divorce, but he's almost like telling you to avoid these things, such as cheating and violence and all these evil things. But just don't do these things. Turn to me. Give these things to me so I can take them from you, so you don't desire to cheat and to lie and all these things. Marriage is a covenant. It means you are going to be there will be no other person on this planet you're closer to than your spouse. When you stand at that altar before each other, you're ultimately also standing before God, and then you're saying, God, I am accepting this responsibility, this command by you to love my wife. And the same thing goes with the women when they're becoming your wife. They're understanding that they need to love you by choice. But men, stop looking to the culture. Don't look at women as just things. Look at them as creations of God to be loved, cherished, and just beloved with all that you are. Love them to the end of you, and ask God to take you beyond that. Okay, ask God to take you beyond that. Okay, I'm going to put out more videos about this. I think this is going to be a kind of a long series. I'm kind of winging this one right now, but I wanted to put it out there. I've talked to a couple young ladies lately, and they have been trashed, it seems, by certain men in their lives, and I want you to know that you are a blessing. Don't let these people curse you. God wants to bless you. Let him. Ask him to bring you an Ephesians 5 man, and be patient and let him do so. But anyways, like I said, there'll be more videos on this. I wanted to get this one out quickly. If anyone out there wants some, go ahead and ask me to do some, you want me to pick whatever scripture, whatever, I'll do I'll pray about it and do my best on it. But until then, God bless you, and I love you. And good night.